The New York Times put out its list of the 100 greatest films of the 21st century, but we're not going to watch 100, we're going to watch the top 30. So join us on this journey as we watch 30 films in 30 days. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Cinematic Trinity, and this time in our 30 films in 30 days, we are talking about The Dark Knight, one of the most well-known and most influential comic book films.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy is one of the best film trilogies of all time, I'd probably say. And yeah, we got to see The Dark Knight in the cinema, which we missed out on when it first came out.
Too young.
I know, too young, too blind.
Too blind.
So Kieran, I'll let you kick this off. What did you think about The Dark Knight? What was it, 2008 it came out? So like 17 years later.
Christ, we were too young, weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Big time too young. I mean, look, it's Christopher Nolan. It's Heath Ledger probably, I mean, at his best.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cracking film. Like I can't. I mean, I've got personal history with this film anyway because when I was in school, like in college, I recreated one of the scenes from the film and I played both Commissioner Gordon and Batman. So I've got personal stakes in the game already.
Yeah.
But it's just such a good film to watch. Where like especially when you compare it to like the comic book movies of today,
Yeah.
and you think, wow, this is just a solid film that happens to be a superhero film.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, you know, it's not really tropey. There's no kind of, you know, moment where it's like, oh, we've got to save the world and it's friendship that'll help us. It's just very gritty, very based in realism.
Yeah.
As much as it can be for a billionaire to go around dressed as a bat.
Yeah.
But it's just such a good movie to watch, and it was so nice to be able to actually watch it in the cinema.
Oh yeah, because you get like there's so many iconic set pieces. You've got the bank robbery at the beginning,
Yes.
like the Batmobile chase on like the highway. Like watching it, it's like a 2.5 hour film. But like for me, because I watched it so much growing up when I had like the DVDs, like I was just trying to remember. Oh yeah, then this set piece needs to happen, and that, like, you're just going from one bit to the other. There's just no real like respite. There's a few like obviously dialogue heavy scenes between, but I think on the whole, like it's just so consistently good.
Yes.
You know, like I think my only gripes for it is as like a Batman fan, like the detective work he does, like in this film,
Yes.
doesn't really make any sense.
Especially like the ballistics bit.
Yes.
Like that. That's just...
the bullet. It's all crap. It's just so like it just whatever he's doing, it gets him to where he needs to be. But like, the actual when you think about it, it's like, wait, what?
What are you doing?
How did you? So like apart from that, like and the kind of ending sequence, like the detective mode or like the sonar stuff, like it's just a bit not dumb, but like it kind of it was used a bit too much, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, Tulip sent me a quote from the New York Times article where they kind of give their opinions on each of the films. So it's got here. Christopher Nolan's allergy to comic book logic and his infatuation with the grown-up crime movie canon, especially Heat and The Godfather, revitalized a character still laboring to emerge from the miasma of Batman and Robin. True. The second entry of the high watermark of Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy poses fruitful questions about the naivete of its protagonist's moral code, but the film's greatest asset is Heath Ledger, whose staggering performance as the Joker sets the bar for subsequent supervillains forever. And yeah, I think like on the whole, it's a very good performance. It's a slightly different Joker. Like again, he's not a man who's fallen into a vat of acid and he's like insane and has wacky gimmicks. He's like just a serial. It's kind of set the serial killer Joker that we've seen like since you know, and probably what the Batman is going to do with like Robert Pattinson's like probably what they're going to go into. But yeah, I think he is just brilliant. Like you know,
I quite like you know, with future Batman projects, like what I would like is if they had that kind of, you know, that whimsical side, that Mark Hamill from like the games, that, you know, I mean, not really Caesar, was it Caesar Romero?
Oh, like 1960s Batman. Yeah, Caesar Romero. Yes.
Not necessarily that kind of Joker, but like if they like incorporate like all these like basically what's built up to be the Joker now, and they take different bits and have like a whole, because like I mean in this film like you have where he's like asking like, do you want to know where I got these scars and things like that, and it's a different story each time and you don't know which it's supposed to be, but that's also kind of like it's so chaotic, and that's the character.
And it's like very much Joker, like the Killing
Yeah.
Joke, especially is he says like some days it's one different story, sometimes it's another. Like it ties in well
Yeah.
to that, despite them not doing the whole vat of acid thing.
Yes.
Like it's the whole one bad day makes you crazy, which is like again his point in the film, like Two-Face and all that kind of stuff. Like it is just really good, solid story, and it's probably the best of the trilogy.
I would say so.
Yeah, because Batman Begins is good. I've not watched The Dark Knight Rises in a while, but it kind of does. That's where the realism of like the Nolan films takes a bit of a dive of like Bane and stuff, like how his character's treated versus the like the comic books and TV shows and stuff. But I mean, what would you score it? Is the real question.
I'm gonna say 9.5.
Okay, so near perfect film.
Near perfect. I mean, like just being in the cinema, there were a couple points that were just way too dark, and like
as in lighting wise.
As in lighting wise.
Okay, yeah.
And like, yeah, I feel like there's something holding me back from giving it a 10.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just such a good film, and it's like a very core film for like. As I say, because I recreate one of the scenes from it is very, it's very personal.
We did like share a look when that scene came out. It was like the interrogation scene between Batman and Joker, and we just both looked at each other like, it's the thing.
It's, oh my god, I don't know if Michael will put up a photo of it,
probably,
but it's the bit where like Batman slams Joker on the table, and then it cuts to Batman. And in this film, it looks fine, but in the version that we recreated, it just looks so ridiculous and so funny. Good, it makes us laugh every time.
It's so good. It's so good. I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I think for me again, like just the detective stuff.
Yes.
I think like rewatching it now after like the Batman, I feel like I like Gotham in the Batman, like the feel of it and stuff. Like it feels so like that world is really well crafted, and like whereas Gotham in this film is a bit more not like generic city, but it doesn't really have like a personality to it.
It feels just like New York.
Yeah. Which like again, whether it's the realism element to it, but I think like those are kind of the bits that hinder it ever so slightly. But it's an enjoyable watch. It's got great characters. Again, Heath Ledger's great. Like Gary Oldman's great. Aaron Eckhart, who's Two-Face, is really really good. It's just a very solid film, which I mean, so far compared to Lost in Translation, I was saying this to Kieran, it makes you sound very uncultured when you watch a film. Like you're doing all these, obviously, all these critics love all these films, and then you watch them and you're like, I really liked this superhero movie compared to like this like insight into relationships and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of like, but it's an enjoyable film.
Sometimes a fun film is a fun film, and
I guess the final question, though, is this one of the greatest films of all time? Of the 21st century, is this one of the greatest films?
Yeah. I'd say so.
I'd say it's particularly in the comic book genre.
100% in the superhero genre. I mean, in the 21st century specifically, it's like this and Logan. I feel like a top two.
Yeah.
So it's, it really sets the precedent for what you can do in these kind of films.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't think there's another superhero film on the list, I'm not going to lie. So we'll have to see where...
One and done?
Yeah, I know. You're only allowed one. So we'll have to see where next episode takes us, what film we're going to be stepping into, and whether it does surpass The Dark Knight. We can't get to the end of this list and The Dark Knight be the best film that we've watched.
I hope not.
Yeah. But there you have it. That was that film in our list. I forgot what place it is, actually.
I think it was
28, 27?
28.
Yeah, so that was The Dark Knight anyway. What do you guys think, though? Is The Dark Knight one of your favourite films? Where would you rank it in the top 30 best films of the 21st century? In the meantime, though, we'll see you in the next episode.